Hello everyone, I'm Paul Machin for the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just absolutely annihilated Chester in the first pre-season game of pre-season. Jurgen Klopp's been out talking to the media. Harry Wilson is just behind me. You probably can't see him because he's not huge. What a fantastic way to start off. The pre-season, I keep saying that word. Great, really entertaining afternoon over in Chester, and mad little ground. It's green, which means that they've clearly not been adhering to the hosepipe ban over here, which is fine, because who wants to play football on basically a desert, which is what every other patch of grass in the northwest looks like in the moment. Good to see Harry Wilson get a couple of goals. Took them fantastically well in the first half, and we've gone into this game, and we say this about pre-season games in general, is that you don't want to put too much stock into it one way or the other. You can't be absolutely from the hills extolling the virtues of players and thinking they're absolutely genuinely world class, and at the same time you can't say people are absolutely genuinely rubbish. But it was weird because Harry Wilson didn't quite get into the game, but gets two opportunities and sticks them away. And the way in which he stuck them away, I think, is really encouraging, because we saw Dom Solanke absolutely airball one, we saw Divock Origi not take his chances, going through offside a number of times. That's all fine. But the composure that Wilson shows in front of goal, now look, I'm not going to directly compare him to Mohamed Salah, because that would be ridiculous. But what Mo Salah does is that, and Stevie Gerrard referenced this in the Mo Salah documentary at the back end of the season, is how he gets more composed in dangerous situations. That is the experience of a lad who's been playing football. He's been playing senior football at the back end of the season. He's got confidence, he's got ability. Didn't look to smash it. He just literally, you think the keeper for the first one, he just took the other one away. And I think there's a lot of lads there who are eager to please, and I thought he might be one of them. I thought he might be trying too hard in the warm-up. He just looked like he's like, this is my opportunity, I've got to seize it. And I think people can be crippled by that a little bit, whereas in the game, as I say, doesn't necessarily impact the play alone. But he's sticking the ball in the back of the net. That is all you can really ask for at this level, at this time of the season. Players that really stood out for me, Naby Keita, great to see him in a Liverpool shirt. Again, it's one of those things, you can't use the pre-season to judge if anyone's absolutely brilliant or not. Other than that, it's fair to say that Naby Keita is absolutely world class. He's okay. Crunching tackles, putting a foot in, looking like he doesn't belong at this level. He looks like he belongs at the absolute peak of football. Great. James Milner was brilliant, just marshalling the troops, barking orders, barking encouragement, getting people around the pitch and what have you. So that was very encouraging to see. Daniel Sturridge, we know he's a class act. Danny Ings is Danny Ings, he was fantastic in that regard. Ryan Kent scored an absolute screamer, standard Kent behaviour for pre-season. Ben Woodburn got a chance in midfield and didn't look comfortable there, but as the first half wore on, I thought he ended up impressing me, which is good to see. Rafa Camacho playing right back in the second half looked really good as well. I don't know enough about him. I don't know where he's likely to end up as a player, but he looks more of a winger than a right back, and when you consider what you require from fullbacks, I think that's a very good thing. It bodes very well for his future. But no, very, very impressed with Naby Keita. As far as, there's Jurgen getting a little clap behind us. As far as Fabinho goes, bit of an underwhelming, I think, first appearance. I always say it, these lads who are this big, they always seem to take a while to get into the flow. They always seem to take a while to get up to speed as a footballer. But yeah, good to see him. He hit the post in the first half. Very, very unlucky with that one. I don't think goal scoring from open play is going to be his thing. But I live to be surprised. But no, again, the most important thing is just to get out here. There was another game of football going on, so it was great to see 4,000 odd people turn up, because it ended up being, it's about Chester. Liverpool have donated their part of the gate receipts or whatever to Chester for this, because these are a community-owned football club. You've got an army of volunteers who are currently picking rubbish up, and if you can see, currently picking rubbish up in the stands. They're not being paid to do that. They've done that because they love Chester Football Club. So great to see that happening. Great to be a bit of a support for a team in the northwest as well. And we'll rock on and get some more pre-season games covered. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who were the standout performers for the Reds? Who are you most excited by? Who can you not wait to see more of? Aside from the obvious ones of Keita, particularly the young players, who were your men of the match? Let me know that in the comments below. Other than that, thank you very much. Drop a like on the video. We're going to do the final word discussing this game on the redmentv.com. So get over to there, get watching, get subscribing, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.